we saw that a lot of our partners who are very focused on economic empowerment in different forms, they really start from that base of savings. And we realized it really goes hand in hand. That ability to save and have a place to save, and the ability to earn more money and be able to start thinking about like, how do you plan for your family's future and for your own future?
Kikundi cha huduma ndogo za kifedha.
Shiriki, jijenge, wezeshwa, unganishwa, dumisha.
Chukua mkopo
Kwa maendeleo ya familia yako.
Mazingira.
VSLA is a Village Savings Loan Association group, and you can think of this as a rural bank that is owned and managed by the community.
So once a week, the members come together in a typical VSLA model, and they're adding their shares once a week. And as they do that, the money that's kind of in the bank, in the community bank, in their shared bank, continues to grow. And as it grows, then they start thinking about like, different people might want to borrow, for example, for an emergency, family emergency, or they might want to borrow some of the money from that shared pool for supporting their businesses. To be able to pool everybody's resources together and control all of the money together means that you have that much more resources to work with, as opposed to you trying to do everything alone. AFO, it's a nonprofit started by a group of young marine biologists, Tanzanian marine biologists, who really started to see that to talk about conservation and to have impactful conversation, you really need to think about ways of engaging the communities whose livelihoods depend on oceans so that they can be the guardians and the keepers of ocean conservation.
These are groups that are community groups, usually starting from like 10. We're trying to limit it to 15 so that the groups are able to have intimacy, trust, and ability to work together. But the objectives of these VSLAs is to primarily instill the practice of saving and investing from the communities for themselves, by themselves, so that they are able to utilize their savings for a rainy day, but also use their savings and investments to scale their livelihood initiatives within the communities.
The unique problem about the coastal communities, women, they use space, it's more is a confidence on decision making on economic issues. This is man of the household and the man of decision, and sometimes they not have decision. So through this VSLAs and through this integrated subject and topic and unity we want to train them, part of it is about genders. So all the men and all the women in the group can understand women have decision making, and encouraging them to have confidence and encouraging them to have financial independence.
It was a wonderful trip with AFO, and seeing how an organization that's focused on conservation now wants to also bring in financial literacy and financial inclusion through their VSLA model. And we see this quite often where financial inclusion can be the foundation for so many other efforts, whether it's conservation or women's economic empowerment or climate change and climate change adaptations.
And I guess Whole Planet 1.0 or earlier part of Whole Planet's journey and growth, AFO would not have been eligible because the funding that they're seeking is for something that's match savings, which is not really, in the past, we wouldn't have considered that something that's a loan.
We want these people, our coastal community, to have economically empowering. And how can we empowering? Do we want to open the group, provide matching fund? We want to open the group providing give them equipment financing, give them training, and what others can, when we leave the project, what will be happening? We want to equip them what they want to have enterprises and entrepreneurship business. We want to leave, they'll be, okay, we have something as entrepreneurship, we have business where even after leave, we can be still independent and able to sustain by yourself.
I think they're just like a really very committed, very passionate group. And the fact that they're so open to learning, they're so engaged about like improving their program and continuously so deeply in the community, I think all of that is really powerful.